From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider. Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your host. I'm Jacob Ewing, joined alongside my good buddy Caleb Schneider. And Caleb, we've had back-to-back banger episodes with the World Juniors. And how about we follow up the ending of that tournament with more bangers? You can even claim that it's bigger than the World Juniors because it is. It's the Olympics, the first tournament back in 12 years for men's hockey. NHL players allowed on the team, and we have a roster ready to go. Caleb, how we doing today?
Man, just when you think times could be sadder after the juniors are over, we're back at it with literally less than a month until the Olympics start. January 5th, I believe, is when the women's start. We've got the men's roster to chew on. We still need the women's. There's so much going on, man, and it's like peak hockey time if you're a Canadian hockey fan. And yeah, I'm buzzing. One thing over, on to the next. That's basically how life is right now.
Yeah, and that's February 5th. I think you said January, and that was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Anyways, it is perfect. Like, the roster gets announced mid-World Juniors time too, which is like, we're trying to scramble. We're making all this content for the World Juniors, and while that's going on, we also get the biggest roster announcement we've had in 12 years. Yeah. And man, it's a good roster. I like it. They made some changes. Obviously, the Four Nations face-off last year, where we actually got to see the NHL players back on international hockey. So that was definitely going to be a tee-up for this roster. But there's a couple big, significant changes made. Some players off, some players who are really clicking right now on the roster, which makes this Team Canada team super exciting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think we need to start by giving... It wasn't me. I'm surprised I didn't make the take. It was you. September 18th, before the season started, my friend, oh wait, this isn't the right one. It was before that. August 29th, I think it was. Oh no, it's right here. Wait, let's see. Let me pull it up. But anyways, you made a hot take saying Macklin Celebrini before the season would make the Olympic roster, and there you have it. September, it was my bad. Yeah. You made the hot take.
I'm a genius. Am I a genius or what?
September 18th. So
wow. I don't remember saying that, but I'll take it, man.
That's why hot takes are fun, man.
I'm a genius, man. You know what? I also said Matthew Schaefer would be in the OHL this year, but we don't have to bring that up, do we?
No.
So
Matthew Schaefer's kind of a bust. He didn't make the World Junior team or the Olympic team. Wow.
Man, he should have made this. Like, he didn't even make the Spangler, man.
Yeah.
Didn't even make the Spangler Cup, poor kid.
Yeah, what a loser. No, I think I love the take. I didn't disagree, but I'm surprised you were the one. I totally thought I would have made that take.
That sounds exactly like something you would say.
I do remember a Celebrini take I had. I've got the jersey on too. I can't see, but I'm wearing a Celebrini jersey right now. It was really, really, really early. Like, it would have been June. I feel like it was summertime just before we took a month break. I said Macklin Celebrini would carry the Sharks to the playoffs. And, that's the most outlandish, crazy take. Never going to happen in a million years. And hey, it is January 7th, the time we are recording this, and they're in a playoff spot.
Wow, they are.
So hopefully we can go 2 for 2 on the Celebrini takes. I know I did say Macklin Celebrini and Michael Misa would be carrying them to the playoffs. And then someone said Michael Misa is playing at Penn State. We're not going to talk about that. But hey, Macklin Celebrini, man. He's
third in points right now.
Yeah.
With 64 points behind only Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid. So it's pretty good number, pretty good people to be surrounded by. So good on the kid. And we'll get to him more later in the episode as did he make this team? Did he not? If you haven't seen the roster, you're going to find out later in the episode.
He did make the team.
Hey. Okay, Cal. Really?
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
I see now. I was trying to do something there, but it's okay.
I already said he made the team, or I was already giving you flowers because he made the team.
All right. It's too late. Okay.
Cheers.
How would you like to start this? So they reveal the roster in a very cool way, I'd like to say. A Calgary minor hockey team helped them reveal it. It was a pretty cool video. Gotta give them that. We get goaltenders, 2 different goaltenders. Defense is all the same, and I believe 4 different forwards. compared to Four
Yeah,
Nations.
they took 3 out and added 4. Like they had an extra slot, I think. I could be wrong. I don't actually have that right in front of me, but
would you like to break this down just by player, maybe start with a specific position, or?
Yeah, we're gonna start with goalies.
All right. Okay.
Let's get the
I like
goalies
this
out of the
starting
way first.
All right, let's start on the back end with the netminders. So there's 2 different goalies compared to the Four Nations roster, and they kept the most obvious one. A man who has deserved the respect of being named to this roster, no matter the season he's having in St. Louis. Caleb, you're shaking your head, but put some respect on his name. As Jordan Binnington is on this team, and in my opinion, should start at least the first game of the Olympics.
Yeah, he will get the start. I don't know if he should, but I think it's a little ridiculous. I know I had him on my roster too, just because I knew he's gonna make it. Obviously, sure, whatever, he makes a team. I don't know, man. He's not very good, and he's having a very, very bad start to the season.
Well, you can't say he's not very good. He's a good goaltender. And you can talk about the team in front of him. Maybe the team in front of him isn't the best. The Blues are obviously having they're struggling this year. But man, you just can't downplay what he did last year for Team Canada. He steps up there. He playing with good players, and man, he looked like he fit right in with the talent that they had on that team.
Listen, like this is what this is literally what they're gonna do. This is what's gonna have to happen.
He's a clutch time goalie too.
Oh, man. Okay, whatever. Listen, they're going to play him against Czechia, which is game 1. That's going to be their toughest opponent. And we're going to see. If he's good, he's good. If he's bad, he's bad. Czechia's going to have a decent power play and a decent top 6. Not really much depth after that. But if he performs well, I'm very scared because he's going to get the net for those playoff games. And listen, it's one game and you're done in those playoff games.
Oh, you're right.
Especially. Yeah. And if one bad game.
Yeah, you're right. It's one bad. Yeah. So can I ask you a question?
What was that?
We'll name the other 2 players.
You're right. What?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So listen.
No, hold on.
Okay, fine.
Let me say
what
what
I'm just saying. He does not deserve to start.
No, I know, but I'm agreeing with you, Caleb.
Yeah, it's going to be Czechia, and it's going to be if he's good, he's good. If he's bad, he's bad. But listen, if he's good in that Czechia game, doesn't mean he's going to be good in the rest of the tournament. And there's 2 other goalies that are bigger, better, much more fresh, better teams, who are just frankly good at much better goalies than Jordan Binnington this year. And listen, he hasn't laid a dud so far, but when the dud happens, it could be a semifinal game. Right? And then are you relying on this team you're relying on a backup goalie to come in and this team to will themselves all the way back. So
okay. Yeah, sorry, you cut out a little bit there, but I think I'm caught back up to speed if I sound good. Let me get back to my point of what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, the 2 other goalies are Darcy Kemper and Logan Thompson. Mm-hmm. You were saying, and you know what, you're right, Caleb, you're right. When we get to these elimination games, it's one game, do or die. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you go to the next game. So let's talk about the other goalies. Darcy Kemper. Has this guy ever been on a deep playoff run? Has this guy ever been the starting goalie for a Stanley Cup team? Has this guy ever carried his country in elimination games to a gold medal, to a trophy? Wait, can I ask you another question? Has Logan Thompson ever carried his team, been a starting goalie, and won a Stanley Cup? Has Logan Thompson ever carried his country to a gold medal or to a trophy?
Well, Logan Thompson has been on very good teams.
Hold up. Can you just answer those questions? Can you just? It's yes or no.
First of all,
no. Okay, it's yes or no.
You can't say
carried.
It's
just yes or no.
It doesn't matter.
It's just yes or no.
No, neither is Jordan Binnington then.
Jordan Binnington has won the Stanley Cup as a starting goalie for the St. Louis Blues in 2019. Jordan Binnington has won the Four Nations faceoff as a starting goalie earlier this year.
8.75 save percentage.
No, but your argument at the beginning was when it gets to elimination games, you want somebody else. So why not take the guy who's proven it?
And I'm
the
pretty
guy
sure
who's
Logan
done it
Thompson
before
is a Stanley
over
Cup
the
champ.
other 2.
Pretty sure Logan Thompson is a Stanley Cup
as the backup goalie
champ.
behind Aiden Hill. As the backup goalie behind Aiden Hill.
So why didn't Aiden Hill make this team then? Come on.
Because Aiden Hill has fallen out. Because Aiden Hill has fallen off a cliff since then. Jordan Binnington did it just most recently. under a year ago. Yeah, under a year
And
ago.
fell off a bigger
Last February.
cliff.
Nah, he did not. He did not.
How are you gonna give a gold medal game to a goalie who, quite frankly, isn't the starter on his team? It's like, why is Joel Hofer not on this team? He's obviously better. He's Canadian.
Man, put some respect on Jordan.
Plays more games, Jordan Binnington.
Put some respect on Jordan Binnington's name.
No.
What this guy has done for the country.
Like, I won't be shocked
last
if
year, the
Canada
Four
loses
Nations
and he's starting.
If Jordan Binnington wasn't on the Four Nations team, do we win the Four Nations face-off?
If Jordan Binnington wasn't on the Four Nations team, he's not on this team.
So Aiden Hill, if Aiden Hill is the starter at the Four Nations face-off, do we win the tournament?
Yes.
Okay, you think
You
Aiden
say
Hill
the same with Sam
makes
Montembeault, the
those
third
crucial
starter.
saves, those crucial saves, Team USA in overtime?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
also
know,
Stanley
man.
Cup
I just
champ,
don't
so it
see
kind of
it.
helps your argument. But no,
I don't see it.
Come on. I'm pretty sure
I
if
just
Aiden
don't
Hill
understand.
if Aiden Hill started those 4 games, I guarantee you it would be the exact same outcome.
I don't know, man. I just
Like,
think it's
listen, you're saying there's only
disrespectful to
one
Jordan
goalie,
Binnington.
only one goalie in the world can make spectacular saves in a big time moment?
No, but
So then-
just listen. Those saves are outliers,
haven't
Caleb.
seen the
Those
other
are
guys
very
play.
easily goals. I haven't. You're right. Caleb,
Listen,
you're
if
right.
you
but
rank Jordan
think about this.
Binnington's ranking out of a 9 out of 10, why can't we see a better goalie who's been more sustainable for the past 2 or 3
Caleb,
years?
We could, Caleb. Here's the thing. We could, but how? Like, it's rare to see a goalie put out a 9 out of 10 performance. Montembeault
Well, then
and Aiden Hill can do that.
why are you
but
expecting
Jordan
him to do it again?
Jordan Binnington performed that. It actually became a reality. If you have a goalie perform 9 out of 10, why would you not want him to be the starter next time your team goes up the same exact situation with the same exact decor in front of you?
He clearly is not nearly
He's
as
earned
good
the
this year.
respect. Yeah, and his
He's
home
on a
club
decline.
team. Listen, I agree. Logan Thompson is the best goalie out of these 3. But you have to give Jordan Binnington the respect that he's deserved in pressured moments when it's either the cup on the line or it's a championship for your country on the line. Binnington has proven that he can live up to the scenario. Not saying Thompson and Kemper can't, but Binnington has been in these moments before, and we've seen him perform. I just think you're, not giving him his flowers and the respect he deserves. Listen, we'll see how he does in the first game. He should get the start. If he doesn't, I think you go to Logan Thompson, and we'll see how Thompson does. But just don't. Yeah, listen. I get Jordan Binnington's having a bad year, and he is. But we've seen this
Okay,
before,
so hold on. Let's
where
ask this
goalies
question.
can change their performance based on being on their home team. It's a whole different environment versus playing for their country.
Okay, I want to ask this question. If there was no Four Nations at all last year, nobody played Four Nations, no rosters, nothing. Would Jordan Binnington still be on this team?
Probably about like a 40-60. 40%, yeah, maybe 30-60. 30% he does, 70% he doesn't.
Brutal. No, man.
What's brutal in that?
He doesn't deserve to be on this team at all.
He does.
And there's better goalies. He's not as good this year. He wasn't good last year either. I don't know, man. You're tripping.
I'm sorry, Cal.
How much did Doug Armstrong pay you?
I'm sorry, Cal. Jordan Binnington just deserves some more respect than you're giving him. After what he did,
It's not good
the
enough.
Four Nations face-off.
It's not good enough.
Just he was literally one of Canada's best players. He saved the
I
tournament.
understand, but how many? But listen, if another goalie came into that situation, you're saying they're not going to be as good as Jordan Binnington?
They could, but the thing is, they didn't need to because Jordan Binnington was the guy to do it.
That's
Listen,
not
you give him a
what
9 out of 10.
you're running away
you give
from
him
the
a 9 out of 10
question here.
performance.
You're
five,
telling
five
me
is the
Logan
average.
Thompson can't do the exact same Jordan Binnington did?
Caleb, listen, he could. That's what I'm saying. He could. If Logan Thompson did that, I would be giving
What are
him the
the
same
odds?
argument.
Okay, but now we got to play the odds here. What are the odds in this tournament, this Olympic tournament, that Logan Thompson completely blows up, and what are the odds Jordan Binnington completely blows up in a game?
Just both of them suck.
This is
Like
just
blow
sucking.
up as
4 goals and 5 shots.
I mean, I don't know. Now it may be
Right.
more maybe of a defense problem, but
No, but still, come on.
If you have 2 goalies out of 4 goals on 5 shots, I mean,
who's more likely to Carter George it against Finland in the New Year's Eve game?
man, we just
It's
need to see
Jordan Binnington.
Logan Thompson plays.
Logan Thompson barely blown
this
up
international stage.
in the NHL.
This is true. He's been pretty good in the NHL. He's played on a very good Washington team
listen,
too, though.
it's hard
last couple of years.
Yes, it's fair. But listen, Jordan Binnington's at the bottom of goalies in the NHL, where Logan Thompson has been in the conversation for Vezina for the past 2 years.
Yep.
Like same thing. Like you go to the American side, Connor Hellebuck. He's been in the Vezina conversation, but he's never won anything. Right? Like
Yeah.
why is the Americans having him start? Because he's clearly the best goalie that they have.
And why did he lose to Jordan Binnington?
Like why is Jonathan Quick not in this
He
conversation
is actually
for the
he
Americans?
was in the conversation for the Olympic goalie.
Yeah,
for
and he
Team
didn't
USA.
make it. So
Yeah, but he's also like 37 years old.
how old is Jordan Binnington? He's got to be getting like 32.
Jordan Binnington.
32.
Yeah, that's still pretty young.
I don't know, man. You're tripping. Anyways, let's you said them. Darcy Kemper, Logan Thompson, the other two.
Yeah.
Like I think this is the most. If I were to do it, in which almost every other person with a brain would do it, is you start. You got to go with Logan Thompson, and Jordan Binnington will be your backup. If Logan Thompson doesn't have it, then you have your guy that's clutch come in there and hopefully be a brick wall.
I wouldn't
as
say
Canada
let's
catches
use
up.
let's use the word proven.
He's proven it once though, man.
Caleb, it's in the biggest stage, man. In the biggest stage, he's proven. Okay, he's
and also
proven.
listen,
Absolutely.
in this tournament, it's even faster. That's smaller ice too. It's gonna be even tougher for goalies. There's gonna be more shots on net as well.
Or who says that? Less space to work on the ice, tighter checking game. There's going to be no space to get to the slot, man.
Well, the bigger the ice, the less shots, because you can just suffocate any rush. Just push them to the outside.
No, you can't suffocate. What do you mean? No, bigger the ice, you suffocate. Smaller the ice, you suffocate.
No,
if you have smaller ice, you're going to shut
2014
people down,
Canada.
man. That's less ice to work out there.
2014 Canada, all they did was suffocate every team's offense. They played a 1-0 a game against USA. They just pushed all the
Canada
offense
team was
to the
insane,
outside.
man. If you have smaller ice, literally that's less room to work with. It's in the word. Smaller.
No. Yeah, that means there will be more shots.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think you can make a counter argument for both.
Bigger chance. There's gonna be less chances. Listen, a bigger ice, you just push everything to the outside. That's what we saw in 2014.
Dude, it's not like it's gonna be that much bit smaller.
I know, but still,
Dude,
there's gonna be. And
ice.
listen, these are all-star teams. They're gonna be shooting more anyways. These guys know how to freaking shoot. They're just gonna rip the pill.
This is true. Same with the big ice. More room to work with, working around.
Listen. This is what they should be doing. Should be Logan Thompson, Jordan Binnington, and Darcy Kemper it will be scratched every game. And listen, you give Logan Thompson every game except one on a back-to-back. He gets the goal, quarterfinal, semifinal, and then if he does actually blow up, you can have your guy Jordan Binnington in.
I agree with that.
That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And now the Jacob Ewing style, Doug Armstrong style here, this is what they will do, is he will start against Czechia in the first game. If he looks good, they're running him the whole way through. If he somehow miraculously blows up, which is not going to happen because Czechia is still not nearly as good. Even though I do like their top 6. Anyways, if he blows up, then Logan Thompson's net is his, but it's not what's going to happen.
Listen,
they're going to destroy Czechia.
If you had the two options, I agree with the first one that Logan Thompson should be the starter in this tournament. The only reason I defended Jordan Binnington is because you came out here slandering this man's name. for everything he's done.
No,
for Canada in the past. No, you did,
beside
Kel.
your
You
take.
did.
No.
You said he is. Listen.
You think
I stand beside my take that he is a proven goalie and he deserves more respect. I do. Do I understand that Logan Thompson is one of the best goalies in the league?
Starter.
Yes, I do. No, the thing is, it should mean that he deserves to get a shot at being the starter. You are saying that he shouldn't even be on this team, and that is a disgrace. Oh. This guy has proven it at the international level literally under a year ago. Logan Thompson, though, is the better goalie. This guy is in the Vezina conversation for the last 2 years. Should he be the starter coming to the tournament? We'll see. If he is, I'm a happy guy because he's incredible.
So
Canada hasn't had this goalie depth in a long time. We've been waiting to see this type of goalie depth in a while.
This is the worst goalie depth we've ever had.
Okay, so Montembeault, Aiden Hill, and Jordan Binnington. I'm talking recently, last 5 years. If we 2022 Olympics, if we had this conversation,
this is the only.
Who's going?
No, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's going?
In the
2022 Olympics, who's going?
The depth would still be horrible. We haven't seen good depth since like 2014.
That's what I'm saying, Caleb. These goalies in the last 5 years are the best. I think they're the best goalies we could have had sent in the last 5 years.
I think we only have one
three goalies.
But look at the States, man. They have
I
two
agree.
studs
The States
and
goalies
then
are
take a
stacked.
pick at a really good.
I'm not talking about the States, Caleb, am I? I'm talking about Canada recently, in the last 5 years, has had a terrible time producing goalies.
Yeah,
and now we have one who's in the Vezina conversation, Logan Thompson. Darcy Kemper was third in Vezina voting last year, and Jordan Binnington was the Four Nations faceoff. These are three great goaltenders. No. And all different ways.
It's a pile of crap to choose which one you wanted.
Okay, so how can you argue if you pick Caleb? If you pick 3 years ago, if you had to pick your three, Olympics are 3 years ago now. All of a sudden, are we having better goalies then, or are we having better goalies now?
Well, I don't honestly. I wouldn't remember. I can look up some goalies in 2022 real quick.
That's not what I'm saying.
But I'm pretty sure these are just as bad.
The best crop of goalies we could, in the last 3 or 5 years, that we could have had. Carey Price was the last superstar goalie for Team Canada.
Carey Price, yes, and then you have a long crop.
But all of them are retired. Like Roberto Luongo's gone, Carey Price, Martin Brodeur retired long ago.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is
it's been a struggle ever since, and I think these goalies, if you think about it logistically and factually, they're some of the best goalies we could have. Obviously, just for Canada, I'm not talking any other country. If you compare them to other countries, that's when the conversation changed. But just for Canada over the last 4 years, these might be the best selection of goalies we could have had.
Look, I'm looking. I pulled up a Daily Faceoff one from October 21, 2021. So that's six months out of the turn of the 20.
Yeah.
Before the NHLers were supposed to go. That's before they got cut, or before NHL ditched it. Yep. This is their goalies: Darcy Kemper. Jordan Binnington.
Who's worse than he is now.
Jordan Binnington, who is worse.
Yeah.
And he's gotten worse. No, he's gotten worse now. He's way worse now. Marc-Andre Fleury as their second. So those are the three. And then his cut. This is how bad the pool of goalies were. Is Mike Smith. It's the exact same thing as nowadays.
I mean, Logan, you just talked about how Logan Thompson's one of the best goalies in the league.
This is not a good crop. I don't know what you're saying.
No, I just think
it's
that
almost the exact same. Marc-Andre Fleury is there because he's freaking old and did a lot of stuff for Hockey Canada. You have Darcy Kemper, who
was bad. Darcy Kemper is better now than he was back then.
I need to look at Darcy Kemper's numbers, but I don't think he was.
He was third in Vezina voting last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was probably very solid still back then, from what I would understand.
I couldn't even tell you what team Darcy Kemper was on.
And then they have it would probably be Wild. Oh no, Capitals. He just won the cup.
There
he
you
just
go.
won the cup the year before.
They won in 2018, Caleb. That was 3 years ago, buddy.
No, that was freaking 7 years ago.
2021.
Darcy Kemper won in 2021 or 2021-22. That year he had a 921. So he's pretty much the same. And then Who was the last? Fleury and who was it? I don't even know at this point.
Jordan Binnington.
No, Jordan Binnington was on that roster. Where's the roster? Logan Thompson.
Okay.
So it's pretty much the same, man. I don't know.
I think Logan Thompson's
that take needs to be redacted. This is the
I don't think so. No, Logan Thompson is a
as
I
2022.
don't think so. Like
It's not
Logan
better.
Thompson is a top 5 goalie in the NHL.
Yeah, and so was Darcy Kemper back then.
No, he's not. Darcy Kemper top 5 goalie in the NHL.
I'm pretty sure, yes, he was back then. If we run back the clock, I am pretty sure he would
That is
be.
insane take. Maybe he was. Maybe he was. And if he was, I'll give you full props to that. But that
He won the cup that year, and he had an unbelievable regular season on Colorado.
didn't.
Vezina.
He was on Colorado in 2021.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a trade. He went from Arizona to the Avalanche. Won the cup.
Mm-hmm.
There was...
You know who did win the Vezina though that year? Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah. Vezina voting. This is not what I wanted. Where is the Vezina voting here? He's not... What the fudge? Okay, he must have been snubbed. This is stupid. How does this guy not get on the... do I have the wrong year? Okay, well, he's not on the stupid Vezina voting, which is ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough. But a 921, which is better than every
Listen,
goalie except 3.
Let's wrap
So
up this
4.
conversation.
Yeah,
Caleb.
we're done.
I'm
with
just going to
goalies.
reiterate my point one more time. And just this is why I'm just going to I think you're just trying to blast it way out of proportion.
No.
We both know. No, Caleb, let me talk.
No, we both know that Jordan Binnington doesn't deserve to be on the
just
team.
talk over me. It's all right. We both know that over the past 5 years, after all the big boys left, the Team Canada has had a goalie issue compared to all the other teams. I think over the last 2 years, Logan Thompson has had a massive step up. We can both agree on that. He's had a great step up. He is now one of the top goalies in the NHL, and that is something 3 years ago, like even that recent, that we were worried about. We were very worried about Logan Thompson. Yes, he's still like young into his career. His career being a top goalie in the league. Still got to build some tenure of being up there. But his numbers prove that he's a top goalie. Darcy Kemper was third in Vezina voting last year. He's another valuable option. And Jordan Binnington, as I've already mentioned, he's proven at an international level. These are compared to previous years, like the couple years ago. These are better goalies than we thought we once had.
I agree to disagree here.
Okay.
These goalies are not better than 2022. It's the exact same.
What about in 2023? Who's your... People were talking about Sam Montembeault, Aiden Hill.
Back then?
Making this team. Even 2 years ago. Even last February.
No, it's the exact same.
Okay, well, what about... Let's compare it to last February then.
All somewhat mediocre careers, and then they just pop off for 2 years. That's how goalies are nowadays.
Yeah, and
we've never had a stud since 2014.
But you don't like Logan Thompson could be a stud.
No, but like going into a tournament though, he's been a stud for 2 years compared to where Carey Price has been a stud for half a decade.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to say. And then you have Marty Brodeur and then what? Roberto Luongo.
No, I'm not. Listen,
like these guys
I'm
are
not comparing it to those. I'm not comparing it to 2014. That's why I said the last 5 years.
There's a goaltending issue in Canada.
Yeah,
It literally starts from youth hockey.
Yes, that's what I've been saying.
And it's not as good as 5 years ago, and it's gonna continue to get worse.
But
this will be the best.
What we once thought we had.
Mm-hmm.
This is all right.
No, it's the same. They're both all right.
Okay.
Listen, there's an issue with the goaltending. I mean, we just saw in the juniors we had 3 studs, so I mean, hopefully they can bail Canada out. But really, Canada is not producing the same amount of goalies as they once were, and other countries are now producing better goalies.
Mm-hmm.
So from a decade, listen, in a decade from now, unless somehow Ravensburg and George or Ivan Kovic somehow, like if 2 of those guys become studs, in a decade from now, we're going to be thinking this is an embarrassment of riches compared to all the 900 save percentage, 3.5 goals against average goalies that we're picking from.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
It's going to be horrible in 10 years. Unless these 3 guys somehow bail us out.
Yeah.
So,
no, I agree. I was talking like recently, like the last 5 years. I'm not. We're in a goalie pandemic. Absolutely.
Like in 10
And
years
it's
from
scary,
now,
but-
years from now, or 12 years from now, I guess, if you want to make it easy, whatever Olympics that is, don't be shocked. Maybe there's an AHL goalie on this team.
I don't know if I say that, but
I don't know.
anyways, let's move on from the goalies. It is Darcy Kemper, Logan Thompson, Jordan Binnington, who will be in between the pipes.
I will say quickly
hopefully
before
one of them just.
before we move on, Scott Wedgwood and Mackenzie Blackwood, they're still not great options. No, they're not a stud.
No, that's why they didn't get picked.
Yeah, that's why Jordan Binnington shouldn't have been picked either. But all right,
Okay.
let's move on. Sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah.
I wanted to just
That's
at least
all right.
mention that I think they deserve it over him, but they're no like Carey Price.
No, I mean that's hard. Carey Price is also hard to replicate, right? Like
Yeah,
the dude was the goat.
exactly.
I mean, either be prime Carey Price would be the best goalie coming into this tournament.
Prime Carey Price. Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard to
Cheers.
replicate. So
Yeah.
let's move on to the defensemen. After we talked about the netminders. So the 8 defensemen named to the team are all the same that were named to the Four Nations face-off. So a lot of familiarity. Well, very familiar with all these different players. We got Travis Sanheim, Devon Toews, Cale Makar, Thomas Harley, Shea Theodore, Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, and Drew Doughty, who all be on the team. And honestly, not that surprised. We had a lot of the Four Nations guy on our projection rosters. We had a couple of, shots out of left field, maybe with a little Matthew Schaefer action. Other than that, though, I can't really, there's a couple maybe here and there defensemen that could have made this team, but I think this is pretty self-explanatory why they went with the same 8 guys.
Yeah. That's what we all knew they were going to do. You would think Matthew Schaefer, as you mentioned, he probably will be the first call. And at this rate, it looks like he might be on the team with a couple injuries. Devon Toews first he came out saying he won't be going to the Olympics if his baby is not born, which is supposed to be around when the Olympics start. So he wouldn't be there for the first little bit. And then he got hurt. So there's a much lower chance he even goes. So I would think Matthew Schaefer might have a good chance just due to injuries already.
Mm-hmm.
And he quite honestly probably does deserve it. But really, I mean, the only one that, I can't disagree with any. These guys are all really good. They all will play their role. I know I've bashed Travis Sanheim and Colton Parayko a long time ago.
I feel like they're the
it
two
makes
outliers
sense.
on this team.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to pick two kind of outliers, per se, especially going to Four Nations face-off, like two names that you could kind of debate if they should be on the team or not, I think they're them. But I think over the course of... Okay, if you think,
It's
Josh
Thomas
Morrissey is a great defenseman. Oh, no, Thomas Harley, absolutely. I think he could put him into those 3. But if Thomas Harley also wasn't named to the initial Four Nations roster, you know what I mean? But when that Four Nations was revealed, I feel like Travis Sanheim and Colton Parayko were the two guys you kind of maybe debated about, maybe thought about, they deserve to be here, but maybe there's some other guys. But now they've proven it now. That's what I'm trying to get. They have proven it since then that they should be on this team.
Yeah, it's just...
Sanheim's having a great year in Philadelphia. Theodore, big guy, not having a
not
St. Louis. So.
No, Theodore's been good. It's been Parayko and
Sorry,
Sanheim.
I didn't mean to mention Theodore. Sanheim is having a great year in Philadelphia.
Listen, I understand why they're on the team, but I still don't understand why management. Why are we not putting fresh blood in? We obviously saw they just couldn't execute in that final game against USA. And this team, obviously, they literally build this team to beat USA, and that's exactly what USA did. They beat a team to beat Canada.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't they were not great.
And
they were a little
Can
slow.
I ask a question?
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, maybe the D-Corps maybe wasn't the bright spot of the team, but you mentioned the word did not execute. Would you clarify as execute?
Defensively,
is the win
okay.
Is winning not executing?
No, you still have to. They won by one shot in overtime.
True. That's all it takes, though, right?
No. Oh, what?
It's all it takes.
This is some crazy.
One goal you win.
Am I tripping here? Listen, They were
Bro,
not.
what do you mean,
Travis,
bro? The
why would
executing
you
is
take
winning a
somebody
hockey
who played
game.
5
You play
minutes?
hockey. You play hockey to win the game. You just said this team did not. You
No.
just said this decor did not execute when they literally won the game.
That's
what
not
else do you
what I
want them to
mean.
do? Yes, I get it. There's some defensive. Then don't use the word execute. Use the word yes.
were
Maybe
not
there's some
good.
liabilities. Maybe there's some of their mistakes.
They were
not
liabilities.
bad.
Yes,
you
and
still
listen,
win.
you know who agrees with me because that there were liabilities? John Cooper, the head coach.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Then
Travis
why
St. Hyde
didn't
played
he-
5 minutes
why
and
didn't he
coughed up the
select it-
puck.
Why didn't he select different defensemen for
Because
this
he
team?
wasn't the only one that got select, my friend.
It's true, but he had a
only
big say
had
in
a
it
couple
too.
decisions. They only gave him a few decisions to make, and I bet you the
Mm-hmm.
decor was not one of them.
Probably not.
Sounded like there was two forward spots and 4 guys he could choose from. That's what it sounded like. I don't think he got to choose the goalies, and I'm pretty sure he did not choose any of the defense. But listen, Travis St. Hyde, I think, played 4 minutes and 55 seconds in that game. Didn't play in the third period.
Probably.
Why not just give the audition to someone else if he's only going to play 5 minutes and can skate and has been a bright spot and is young and will be the number 1 defenseman, number 2 defenseman in 4 years from now?
You're talking Schaefer, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Like
Listen.
on this team.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
listen,
but
Schaefer
the
doesn't need to be on the PK. I know Travis Sanheim literally will be on the PK, but you can have other guys be on the PK at this rate. And like, I know I bashed them, and they've been better this year, if we're being honest. I mean, Parayko still hasn't had a great year, but defensively,
No.
they're big.
No.
They're big, and they're supposed to be good. They're supposed to be good in the neutral zone, get the puck up the ice. Clearly, Travis and I couldn't do that last tournament. I think Parayko had one breakout pass, which was pretty electric. But other than that, you got to crash the boards, and they just couldn't, man. They just got beat too often.
Yeah. Well, this is your third pairing, right? Like
I know. That's what I'm saying. If it's a third pairing and they're not going to be relied on, why not take somebody who just at risk? Like, what's the bottom line Matthew Schaefer will be? Do you think
True.
Do you think Matthew Schaefer will be worse than Travis Sanheim? And the thing is
it's a good question.
I think Matthew Schaefer could quite honestly be in the top 4, and you move Shea Theodore down and help that bottom pairing even more.
Okay.
Because like,
true.
what
Is it
does
a risk
Matthew
willing to
Schaefer
take,
bottom
though?
out as? Yes, it's a risk you take, because if it doesn't work out, he only plays 5 minutes a game anyways. That's what Travis Sanheim did. So I don't know. I think Matthew Schaefer might honestly be on the top pairing if Devon Taves is out. Is that crazy to say? Left-handed defenseman with Cale Makar. Devon Taves has 1 goal this year.
True. The only thing about that is Devon Taves is like very, very, not that Schaefer's not, but as an 18-year-old, you put him up there with a superstar like Cale Makar, right? Cale Makar does whatever he wants. He's so skilled, right? Do you want someone who's maybe like known as a very reliable guy? Because Schaefer's shown he can be reliable, but in these massive games, like these were the biggest games of Schaefer's career, right? When the pressure's on and he's playing against those top lines as well. It's just like, I don't know. I think that's a lot of responsibility for this young kid. Not that he's going to sing. He's shown his personality and his traits.
So you'd rather
like that.
Like, it would be hard to put Josh Morrissey on that pairing just because they're two of the exact
same
play
Morrissey
styles.
is offensively.
Yeah. So then who are you putting? Are you putting Shea
Devon
Theodore
Taves
on their
is out.
off? If you're putting Shea Theodore on the offside, it's not. It's going to be somebody on this list.
Yeah. Well, Shea Theodore is not.
right-handed
He's a left.
defenseman.
He's left. Shea Theodore is a left-handed defenseman.
Pretty sure he plays the right side.
I mean,
At least I had him on my right side.
I'm looking at the roster right now, and it does say left. I don't know if it's wrong. Hockey Canada's wrong, but
I am almost certain he plays the right side only on Vegas. But
he is left-handed.
Yeah, I know, but some guys play the right side. Like Mackenzie Weegar's a left-handed defenseman, but he's a right-handed or right side. Let me see.
It would be an
I'm
interesting
almost certain he
conversation.
plays the right side.
Okay. Well, it'd be an
He's
interesting
out right now.
conversation
He's still out too. So
of who you put up there. Like, just like Devon Taves and Cale Makar is just that lock up there in the first pairing. And one of them goes down. Well, more specifically, Devon Taves goes down. And like, who do you try to hook Cale Makar? Obviously, you want Cale Makar to play with the perfect guy who's going to just let him run the offense, right?
Yeah.
It could be Schaefer. I just think I don't think it's Schaefer. I'm not saying he's ready for it. It's just that I don't know if I'd give him that responsibility. Like I don't. If you wanted to give him second pairing minutes, like maybe I'd be open. I'd be more open to that.
Okay.
But I don't know about first pairing. I think first pairing's a bit too much for the young kid. But also that
Theodore
you make a good argument.
Theodore did not play a single game on the left side last year.
Okay, interesting to know. He is left-handed though, so he can play the left side per se.
Yeah,
Like that would be
sure anybody can too. I bet just when you somebody probably will at this rate. But
yeah, like do you put like it's so hard. Like Devontae's is play such a high level, and like what about like I guess Travis Sanheim's a lefty, but that's a lot. Like he's more he would get. No, I'm just trying to think of somebody who like doesn't like Devontae's has offensive ability, but if you put someone beside Cale Makar, their offensive ability is going to shimmer away. You know what I mean? Like it would become their secondary part of their game.
I think I wouldn't like this, but I think if you just single somebody out to play alongside Makar on this out of this 8, and it's not going to be Schaefer who comes in, probably would be Thomas Harley then.
Yeah, I was looking at him too, for sure.
But because he's faster.
Interesting conversation, right?
Yeah.
Interesting conversation.
We'll see. I don't think it will happen. I don't know if I doubt Schaefer will be there, but I think it should. In my eyes, it should be him and Makar. If it doesn't work out, then you're kind of screwed yourself over.
I listened to Doug Armstrong. I don't know if he was too, like he didn't seem too, I'm not going to say high on Schaefer, but it kind of seemed like he was like, yeah, Schaefer was, kind of came on our list like just under a month ago. And like he didn't seem like he was like so high at him that he had to make the team, obviously, because he would have made the team.
I thought what I saw was that came down to the final days. Or that's what he said,
maybe I could be
but
wrong.
I don't think it did. I think they had pretty much set in stone it was going to be the same 8. But
so we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
he
see.
Makes a compelling case, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I think if you asked any fan, I would say he makes 95% of the roster or not even fan, just analyst. If you ask all the analysts, I think he would probably be on 95% of the rosters if they got to if they were the GM.
Okay, I don't know. I think 95 might be a little tad high, but he makes a very compelling over 50% for sure. Yeah. Makes a very compelling argument. The young kid, 18 years old. What a season he's having. And we'll see. Maybe if Devontae's is out, maybe bring him in. Maybe we'll see.
Probably.
I also wouldn't be surprised.
He's got to be the first one. I don't know. What
other left-handed defensemen could they consider? You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably him. If Travis Sanheim goes out with an injury, then it would be somebody else. But I think if it's Devon Taves, even if it's Josh Morrissey, Cale Makar, if any of those top guys get hurt, you would think it'd be Schaefer.
Mm-hmm.
If
and you know what, Schaefer and Makar pairing would be really nice. It would be so electric.
Yeah,
but I just don't see fast. It would be really cool. It'd be insane, the puck movement. But I don't know if the rookie gets the Makar minutes.
I think he can do it. I think he
could do it too.
Game in the NHL, he played 26 minutes. Like this guy can just shines in any way he plays.
Absolutely. Oh, he's going to be a superstar in the league one day, if he's not already. But I don't know. I don't know if he gets that moment all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So from a GM level.
Okay.
So we'll have to see. It will be it's going to be a really good question. Starting 6 though, we want to pick the top 3 pairings. Like who are the 2 extra guys going into this?
Thomas Harley.
Yep,
right
off
the bat.
And Drew Doughty. Are you playing Drew?
Well, 7. There's 7 that play, right? So
it'd probably be Drew. Yeah, but Drew. If we had to pick a top 3 pairing, who's your extra guy?
Like the 7th defenseman, or are you talking the scratch?
Yeah. Let's talk the scratch in the 7th. That's
my 7 will be 7 and 8. My 7 will be
there. You go.
Yeah. I think this will be the pairings. It will literally be Taves, Makar, assuming Taves is in, and then you do Morrissey with Theodore. Then you do Sanheim, Parayko. Doughty is your 7th. Mm-hmm. I honestly would wonder. The only thing I would think is maybe I think you had them flipped on your roster. So if you really want to spread out the lines, you have Theodore in the 3rd pair and move up Parayko. But I don't want Parayko playing with Morrissey. So I think it would be Theodore, Morrissey, Sanheim, Parayko. Doughty is your 7, Harley, scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they do this.
It's
for
still
sure.
a good
Like,
decor, and I know I just bashed. Well, I didn't bash them, but I made a compelling argument for Schaefer. Like, it's just gonna be so hard come semifinal game against either Sweden, Finland, or Germany or Czechia, one of those, or USA, and then the gold medal game or bronze medal game. It's gonna, like, how much you have to wonder how much is Sanheim and Parayko gonna play, along with Doughty, they're like their seventh defenseman, right?
The thing is, though, they got to get minutes, right? Like, they got to find, like, if they're gonna be in the top 6, they're gonna.
But
have
is
to get
5 minutes worth it? Why not try and find somebody who can play 8 minutes?
It's true, but I don't know. I think these guys, like Sanheim, is having a very good year in Philadelphia. Like that
But
team is
how
excelling very
much
well.
better and how much more reliable are they this year compared to last year? That's going to be the question that we're going to find out in this tournament.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think clearly they're banking on them to be more reliable.
Mhm.
That's literally like the only reason they make this team is because they think they're going to be more reliable this year.
Yep. And they get the experience of playing last year, right? They get exposed to what it would be like to play in the
Like, I think a
tournament.
big thing that hasn't been mentioned enough, and a reason why some of these guys are back on the team, is because of systems, and they do have more time to practice as well. I think they have like 4 or 5 days as a team before the tournament, whereas last year I think they had one practice and that just started. But I think just being on the team last year and having the experience, having the system, understanding the coaching staff and the coaching style and all those systems and all that does ultimately give them an edge over some new guys coming in. So
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm gonna. I mean, like, it's like the Jordan Binnington point.
well,
Although
yeah, but
Binnington kinda shined,
goalies
but,
are
like,
different. But
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. Well, Jordan Binnington also kind of shined last year.
Yeah.
But like Sanheim, yeah, definitely Sanheim and Parayko get the up because they are on that Four Nations team.
I
They're
don't
already
think. I
accustomed to the
wonder.
coaching staff.
I wonder how much. I like I already brought this up. Do all if there was no Four Nations team last year, do all 8 of these guys get the call?
Yeah, no, it's honestly a fascinating question to think about, especially with the new defensemen that have got, like the Schaefers of the world who kind of came up in the world. It is, I think there's a change or two. I really do. Like Thomas Harley.
I don't think
like
Thomas Harley makes it.
No, like
So.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right
But
now,
his-
off the top of my head, I can't think of the biggest snub, like not snub, but like biggest guy that isn't on this team is Matthew Schaefer at this point. I'm trying to think of somebody
I'm just gonna bring up a
else.
couple names.
Jacob
Like I'm gonna bring
Chychrun,
up a
but he
name,
didn't even
and
get a
you're gonna
call.
hate this. You're gonna hate this, but Evan Bouchard was also a name that
Right.
was on
Oh, yeah.
a couple decent amount of rosters. Yeah.
Yes. Evan Bouchard would be on if Josh Morrissey didn't make it, which Josh
Yeah.
Morrissey
No,
was
exactly.
a lock. So
Yeah. Who would play power play if
Josh
they both
Morrissey
made
and
it?
Kel
Bouchard
McCarr.
or Morrissey?
well, if Bouchard makes it, he has to be on the power play. That's the only reason why they'd take him.
True.
And you wonder, Bouchard probably be the 7th defenseman too, just to take the PP. If you want,
Yeah,
okay,
probably.
here's a question now. Just right now, off what you know, would you rather have Evan Bouchard running a power play or Josh Morrissey? Forget 5-on-5.
I'd probably say Evan Bouchard.
Okay. So you would have Bouchard on this team.
Well, yeah.
Like,
if
would you
had to
have
pick one-
Bouchard? Like,
if there was no such thing as 5-on-5 and we were just going to do a 60-minute power play, then I'd have Evan Bouchard.
yeah, it's just the thing with Morrissey is that he is great 5-on-5, and he is good on
absolutely.
the power play.
Yes.
So
That's why you
I
take
think,
him. Absolutely.
no
Yeah, there's
doubt,
no
I
question
think
about that.
Bouchard is probably better power play wise, but now you can give the minutes. You can, if you just don't have Bouchard on there, you can give more minutes to Doughty 5-on-5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah. I mean, like Bouchard is power
he is
play
not
specialist,
reliable
man.
5-on-5. So
No, and that's why he's not on this team. So,
doesn't
There
deserve
you
to
go.
be on the team.
okay.
So
Let's wrap up the defensemen. We had a good chat about it. It's Travis Sanheim, Devon Taves, Cale McCarr, Thomas Harley, Shea Theodore, Josh Morrissey, Colin Parayko, and Drew Doughty. The same exact 8 that named down the Four Nations roster will be wearing the leaf on their chest come February. Let's move to the forwards, Caleb. As we mentioned, 3 forwards do not make it from the 4 nations, but 4 new ones are named to the roster. How would you like? I want to just go through it slowly but surely. I have the roster up in front of me. Let's see. I can name some locks. Let's go some locks. Okay, so the first 6 we knew were Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby. It was Nathan McKinnon.
We only knew 5, by the way.
We only knew 5, correct. Sam Reinhart. And was the other one, is it Brayden Point? Brayden Point is the other one. There you go. Okay, so those are the 5 that we knew.
Yep.
And we had some other locks in here. People like, well, did we have some other?
Mitch Marner.
Mitch Marner. Okay. I was going to, I didn't know what, you love Mitch Marner. Okay.
If I were to think looking at this, probably the only other lock would be, I don't know. I don't know if Brandon Hagel would be exactly a lock or Brad Marchand. No, you didn't even have Brad Marchand on your team, right?
Kind of mind blowing. I did.
Oh, okay. You didn't have Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett. This is kind of mind blowing actually, because I would thought, okay, let's go do some locks, but in reality, there's just 7. I think there was a lot of good options that maybe not everyone it's a lock.
Okay, let's just run it through. You said the 5, and then we said Mitch Marner and Brandon Hagel. The other 7 there? We have Macklin Celebrini, Anthony Cirelli, Bo Horvat, Brad Marchand, Mark Stone, Nick Suzuki, Tom Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
So now, do you want to do Sam Bennett, Connor Bedard? Which one do you want to do first?
We could talk about both.
I think the Bedard one is shorter.
Yeah. So Connor Bedard, obviously coming off of injury. They mentioned that injury wasn't a factor though in their decision making.
Yeah.
Do you think it was an issue of not seeing a role with him in the top 6?
That's what it is, yeah. Which is odd to me, because I think you could spread. Sure, he has to play in the top 6, but you can move a top 6 guy or 2 down in the lineup and have a really good third line, in my opinion. Your third line doesn't have to be that shutdown line, especially on a team like this when you could just have your 4th line be a shutdown line. Especially, and you have Mitch Marner, you got some defensively reliable forwards that would be really good on a third pairing and still be able to score. A really dynamic third pairing. Right? Or third pairing line.
Yeah. So the right wingers, so he would play right wing, probably not center. And he's a right-handed shot, so he'd probably play right wing, correct? So who are the right wingers who will be on the right side? So Sam Reiner, who will be one of them. You have Mitch Marner, who will be another, who who have the right of way over Bedard. Do you think?
Depends if you want a goal scorer compared to a disher. True. I think I wonder here. Let me spit this. Do you think it's because they think Brayden Point will be a top 6 player?
I mean, if you would have asked me this a year ago, I would have said yes. A year ago.
But where do you think they're going to play Brayden Point?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. I've seen him as a 13th forward, and you can kind of play him as someone's not going. You put him in the lineup. I've even seen people put him, Cirelli, and Hagel together. The Tampa Bay line. So
yeah, that's what they did for half the tournament last year.
So we'll see. He's a fast guy.
You have. I know in your roster, our roster's pulled up now. You had Tom Wilson as the right winger, which makes
on the 4th line,
which makes sense. And then you have Marner and Reinhart. Who is that other right winger going to be? It's probably Brayden Point.
Yeah, probably.
Brayden Point was, I think Brayden Point was a right wing to start the tournament in the top 6, and then I think he got bumped to the 3C. As well.
Or here's another option. What about someone like Mark Stone?
Well, yeah, it's true too. Yeah, I didn't think Mark Stone would make it.
Yeah,
but I mean, hey,
he's having a very good year.
Given who they took, it makes sense. I know why they took him. He is having a really good year, so I think he was on the top. Maybe it's him, I guess. Because he was on the top line with McDavid.
They'll probably put
in
top
that,
line.
in that gold medal game. He was on the top line, but he got bumped down real fast. So,
So let's try him out again. Obviously, he's a captain, so like,
you know,
that's
they
always
also
a
had
lot of these guys-
Point on the left wing. Now that I see, now I've got their gold medal game, but I think he will be a right winger. Point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's gonna be very interesting where they go with this, what they do with this.
Exactly. So let's move on from the right wingers. Let's talk center depth. So top two centers, no question about it. It's going to be Connor McDavid and oh my gosh, Nathan McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid will be your top two centers on this team. That is no question about it. The best two centers in the NHL, in the world, however you want to spin it. Third line center. We actually both had on our projected roster the same third line center. Nick Suzuki will make his Team Canada debut after not playing on the Four Nations roster. So the men's team, by the way. So good for Nick Suzuki, and he's having a very good year in Montreal. And he's a defensive. He's got very good defensive skills. Creative player on the offense. I'm excited for Nick Suzuki, to be honest.
I wonder if he's a 4C here.
Okay.
I wonder maybe Brayden Point is that third center.
Yeah, see, that's a question that is emerging, right? So we'll have to wait and see. And then our other center that I think we both had. Oh, did we have the same fourth line center?
You had Scheifele.
I did have
Scheifele. I had
Scheifele.
Bennett. So no.
Rip Scheifele. We both were wrong.
Yeah, we both had Scheifele, and I had Horvat though.
Bo Horvat is.
I had
going
Horvat as
probably
my
to be one of those centers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Who else is
potentially be a center?
Yeah,
I think
there's not as many centers. There's not as many centers as you would think.
Point, Horvat, Suzuki, McKinnon, and McDavid are probably going to be the 5 center options that they have.
Run it. Say it one more. I don't have the positions right in front of me.
It's going to be Suzuki, Horvat, McKinnon, McDavid, and Point are your 5 center options down the middle. I think we'll see them play the most center.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know Celebrini is a center. Is there a way he's a third line center here?
Way. Fourth line center, third line center.
I wonder maybe is there a way that he's a third line center with a Marner or a Point on the right wing?
I mean, maybe. It'd be interesting to
or
see
Mark
give him that big of a role.
I don't know. I wish he was on the left wing with a McDavid or McKinnon. But I don't know. You know what? When we I made the top line video or whatever on the socials on the TikTok, when he posted that, like that was right after our rosters came out too. He posted that McDavid just went on a freaking tear because we had McKinnon. We said like McKinnon number 1C. We also had Crosby on the wing, but we had McKinnon as number 1C, and then McDavid just 20 or 30. Was it 33 points in 11 games? I think that's what he did. Like McKinnon was up on him by like 20 points by that time. And McKinnon still has a gazillion more goals too, but now they're like neck and neck again for Ross.
It's insane the year he's had. So they're 1 point, actually 1 point the difference. 1 point the difference right now.
So there's a lot of interesting things here, but I think Bedard. I'm surprised that they came out and said that he did not make the team because of an injury, or that wasn't a factor. The injury wasn't a factor, which really makes you like Mark Stone must have been a lock for a long time. Yeah.
I mean, anyone who went to that Four Nations probably definitely has a leg up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to start the season for sure. But then you also, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's just tough because like I think there's a spot for him, and I think it's literally coming back to the experience conversation and who do you really want to take another experienced guy off? And for somebody who doesn't have the experience. So I don't know, man. I think Bedard would have been great on this team. And I know they're saying top six. Like he has to be in the top six. Like that third line doesn't need to be the like sure you kind of have to check, and Bedard doesn't check as well as Celebrini would check, but still the third line doesn't have to be a defense shutdown skate, get the puck up the ice line.
What you do have in the potential third line is in the potential third line is like players who can check, play really good defensively, but then also are creative on the offense, move the puck really well, and can easily score, right?
Yeah.
Like Nick Suzuki can put up a ton of points. You know what I mean? On his right, you have either probably Sam Reinhart, Mitch Marner, probably either one of the two.
Like
right? Who are also both high point scorers.
Like I understand they're all high point scorers. I think everybody in this forward core is a point a game player except Cirelli.
Yeah,
I think, and maybe points as well.
Yeah,
but would it be the end of the world if McKinnon or a McDavid line has to take an additional 2 or 3 defensive zone draws, especially if they're the away team and they have to change first? I don't know.
No, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Like, I don't think it would be. And you can have this. No. And then you could have your third line take a couple offensive draws, a couple neutral zone draws. But
I mean, true, but like,
I don't know.
Like if you have Nathan McKinnon,
it's just if you have those two tops, I guess if you have those top 6 lines,
you're going to want those guys in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they're going to be better than that third line option anyways. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. So I think there's a way they could have found a way out for him. But
I do understand though why they don't take him. It is tough. It is really tough.
Me too. I think there's a lot of spots. This is the best forward core in the Olympics. There's a lot of spots to go around, and I totally understand some guys have to play a different role. Like who is most suited to play a fourth line role, PK. Even though I'm pretty sure most of these guys do PK. Like I think McDavid still is a penalty killer. I don't know about McKinnon anymore.
Yeah.
I think Crosby's a PKer, but like I don't think he will be. But like you got to take guys that are good at the PK, which we're gonna get to Cirelli now because sure he's a top. We'll just do it now. Sure, Anthony Cirelli is like a top 5. Is that the quote that came out? Top 5 penalty killer in the league. Mm-hmm. Sure, whatever. I honestly don't really care if he's a top 5. He just needs to get the job done.
Yeah.
How does Sam Bennett not make this team and Anthony Cirelli does?
Man, like John Cooper. John Cooper is the head coach, as you said. He was one of those boys he probably selected in his 4 options.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't Anthony Cirelli's not known for putting up points. As you said, he's known for the penalty kill, and that's probably where he'll get most of his minutes. Him and Brendan Hagel are two of the that combo. I don't want to say the best PK combo in the league, but like them on Tampa Bay do a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
So they will probably be either PK1 or PK2, and then I think Sam Reinhart could play the PK. Nick Suzuki I could see playing the PK. And then
Tom
take your
Wilson
pick and maybe a
probably
winger.
will too.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how well he does on. Well, yeah, Mitch Marner was a top penalty kill forward in the league for the longest time. And I mean, to be fair, they took Travis. They didn't take Travis Konechny, who was on I think PK1 as well.
Yeah, so, no, he's a he's probably one. He's also like a top 5 penalty killer in the league. So that's another big conversation that needs to be had.
I just think, it's just very odd. You say like big time, won it last year. They're both on the team last year, right? Sam Bennett scored. He was a third liner. Cirelli, I wasn't very fond of Cirelli at all in the tournament. He didn't have a lot of minutes. Whereas Bennett scored in that game. Bennett played minutes. He's on the third line. You could see Bennett in a pinch. He could probably play a top 6 role for half a game. Mm-hmm. Whereas Cirelli is your 3 or 4. Probably won't even be a C. He'll probably be a winger. Defensively minded, sure. But I just don't see a spot for him on this team, whereas Bennett has way more flexibility. He won the cup back-to-back years. He was the Conn Smythe, thank you. Conn Smythe winner. It doesn't make this team.
No.
And I also thought with the Stanley Cup too, Aaron Ekblad was also the best defenseman on that Florida team. Going back to defense, I'm surprised there was not more talks about him making this team.
Right?
He definitely. Now that I'm thinking about it, like it would be nice. It would maybe a Sanheim or Parayko replacement. Maybe Ekblad would be it. But sorry.
I'm going to make another argument for Travis Konechny. Okay. So obviously he makes the Four Nations team. He only plays 2 games, but you talk about a penalty killer. You take someone like Anthony Cirelli, but Travis Konechny is one of the best. I'd say one of the best penalty killers in the league. Like he's known for his penalty killer.
I think
he's fast.
There was like 2 years where he had the most shorthanded goals as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He is an insane penalty killer. He's also playing very well on the Flyers this year. He's got 37 points in 41 games, just under a point per game. Flyers are doing very well. And you know what? He was one of those guys like Bo Horvat who went to the World Championships this year. And he had 13 points in 8 games.
Yeah.
13 points in 8 games.
Yeah. Which is odd because I think the Bo Horvat thing really helped him. The World Championships really helped him.
Oh, it did. And so you talk about players that you take players because you want to play the penalty kill. So you have a guy who played on the Four Nations team, having a great year in the NHL, played in the World Championship, put up a lot of numbers. And as I mentioned, phenomenal in the PK, and you don't take him.
Yeah.
I know. A little interesting, just by the people they chose.
It's very interesting. I don't know where he doesn't like. I don't know how you decide that Anthony Cirelli is a better fit than Sam Bennett is. Where is the breakdown? Where's the statistical analysis that backs that up?
The only thing I would say is
speed.
The only thing I would say is just the year Sam Bennett's having. It's 31 points in 42 games.
Yeah.
He has. He has.
How many,
Listen, I'm a big
Sam
Bennett fan too.
What was his, you got his numbers there?
51
points.
76.
So he's having pretty much identical at this point, pretty darn close.
Yeah, he might even be on pace for 60 points.
Yeah. So I understand it was a bad start to the year, but this roster was decided, sounded like a week before New Year's. They didn't make those final cuts until a week before New Year's. So how do you see, bad start, but he really picked it up. He's a point a game player for a while. How does that, I don't know. How does he work his way off the roster like that? Because he clearly just doesn't feel like he worked his way off. And I don't think Anthony Cirelli worked his way to stay on this roster. Clearly Macklin Celebrini, Nick Suzuki, and Bo Horvat have worked their way on. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky conversation with Sam Bennett because he's done everything he could. Big time goals in the final, obviously last year in the Four Nations, and obviously just won the Conn Smythe and a Stanley Cup. It's just there's a lot I don't know. I love Sam Bennett too. Obviously, I didn't have him on my roster, but he was in a slump by the time we recorded that. But now that he's back.
Also, who else is hurt? I forgot to actually look, but there's a couple guys hurt that just went down, right? Let me see if I can find some. But I know I think there's 2 or 3 we mentioned. Is Bo Horvat
out right now?
Oh, Bo Horvat is, yes. I know there's someone else too. I know Seth Jarvis just got hurt too. That definitely probably impacted why he was out
for sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Bo Horvat is traveling with the team though. He is.
Okay, so
the Islanders are on a 7-game road trip.
I know Theodore is still out. Maybe it's a goalie that's out too. Kemper might be hurt. I don't even know. Let me see if I can find a tweet. I know I saw somebody recap the 3.
Okay. Yeah, you figure that out. And in the meantime, let's talk about the potential bottom line. You talk about Sam Bennett a little bit, that kind of player type, the gritty type. You got somebody who didn't make the Four Nations roster, but definitely probably deserves so. And now he's finally gets his redemption here at the Olympics. It's Tom Wilson, who's having a great year with Washington. What do you think about Tom Wilson?
Hey, he's a good player. So I think he deserves it. He definitely has worked. Like there was talks about him making it last year on that formation, and he's just having another good season. People keep saying physical, but like you can't ask him to be too physical. Finish your checks, but don't do anything over the top.
Yep.
Sam Bennett he could be a potential injury replacement. He received a text.
Yeah.
Yesterday
You know what,
for that. Yesterday.
Tom Wilson's going to be like I'm thinking Brady.
Wilson's
and
out day to day.
Okay.
Yes.
Like Tom Wilson's going to be a Brady Matthew Tkachuk answer. You know what I mean? Like we'll see how they also perform on international like refs and rules and stuff like that. Because obviously the Four Nations
it is apparently it is more relaxed. The rules are more like NHL rules, but obviously you can't fight.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure what I saw is like the scrum, like they're going to be like, on the juniors, they start just pulling people out after a scrum, after a whistle. Like they just start giving coincidental minors. I think that stuff is going to be more relaxed, more like an NHL game where you can get in those scrums. But obviously there's no fighting. There's no head contact whatsoever still. So you just don't be an idiot, finish your checks, play good defense, and find a scoring chance or two in the game.
Yeah.
So
I think Tom Wilson's gonna be a great ad, man. Like,
I think he's.
I don't think people understand how talented he is. Like people think, he's a gritty guy and a fighter. You can say for the real casuals, but no, he is a very skilled player. He's a point per game this year in the NHL.
He can do exactly what Sam Bennett did last year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
But he's not
the
one who replaced Sam Bennett.
No, because he's a center. Well, Sam Bennett's a center too.
Yeah, like he should be replacing Cirelli, but he probably actually in theory he probably did replace Sam Bennett, but it should have been Cirelli. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. So I like him. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah,
but
Horvat obviously had a very good World Championships.
I wouldn't be shocked if Wilson gets scratched a game or two though.
Okay. Yeah, Bo Horvat. We'll move over to him. He's one of the guys who did not make the Four Nations team, and he's also on this roster. Yeah. Very good World Championship in 2025, where he had 15 points in 15 points in that tournament. So,
and he was hurt for half of it too.
Yeah, exactly. I think So, very good tournament from him. So he gets named on the roster. He's got 33 points in 37 games for the Islanders this year. But I think that maybe that World Championship is definitely the X factor.
I think
being named to this roster.
I think he came out with a quote too, saying somebody asked him how much of a factor do you think it played into it, and he said that was the biggest factor. Which I kind of disagree. I think he's been really consistent. Like he lost it for a little bit. Obviously when he was traded, he was unbelievable in Vancouver. Then went to the Islanders and was subpar for a couple of years. But then he's really picked it back up. And I think he's been. I wouldn't just say it's because of that. I think it's because he's been really consistent and he's been really good on the Islanders the past 2 years. Got the goal scoring touch. He can play make. He finds a spot. I think he would be. Now I think about it, I wonder if Suzuki's 4C and Horvat's a 3C maybe.
That's I don't know. I like
guess.
Suzuki as a 3C to be honest.
But I mean, they both can play 3C. So,
oh yes, absolutely.
I would honestly think, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I think Suzuki's more of a he's more defensive, which doesn't mean he can't be on the third center, but like,
yeah.
If you want to give more minutes to someone, maybe it is Horvat, just because he's got more of an offensive touch to him as well. But I don't know. They're probably going to be played pretty darn evenly, and I think one of them might be a winger too. So
maybe
Horvat might be a left winger. Was Horvat a center on that team?
You could see Horvat, I believe, was a winger on that team.
Okay, let me pull up a couple lines, I guess.
Yeah. And then the other guy who's probably going to play in the bottom line is Brad Marchand, who maybe, after the Four Nations probably wasn't going to seem like he was going to be on that Olympic roster, but man, he had a fantastic playoffs, and I think that was a big factor of why he makes this team.
Also Brad had looks like fantastic playoffs. Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett. Yeah, no, he probably had made it a better playoff. So,
Yeah.
I don't know,
sorry.
bro. Brad's been on the team for so long
cut
too.
you off
Like,
there, but I just thought that's
it's okay.
funny.
No, you're good. I like that. No, Brad. Well, Brad's been around Team Canada for a long time, so he's over a point per game this year. Also on the Panthers. So
He's having a really good year. He was also, another fun fact, he was named to the Four Nations roster as one of those 6 too.
yeah.
And you know what? I actually, now bringing this up, I'm re-jogging the memory. He was named to it, and then everybody just started crapping on him because he had a horrible start of the year for that team, and then he was okay on the Four Nations, and then he really picked it up after that trade. So I don't know what was going on in Boston those last couple of years, but he's really picked it up.
I don't know, man.
So
yeah, no, he's been performing really well, especially at an older age at 37 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad Marchand, man, like him and Tom Wilson, if they're on the same line, that's going to be quite the dynamic.
Yeah.
I like it. Gritty, hard to play against.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun line.
Also, Brad might be able to play the PK.
That's true. He could play the PK. I don't know if he would or will, but I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting what they do. And yeah, I like the forward core. Obviously, it's going to be the best forward core in the tournament. I mean, there's a couple really sweet top 6s that in like Germany's top 6 is pretty cool. Czechia's top 6, but obviously not nearly as good depth, and obviously our top 6 is way better. But
yeah, okay.
It's gonna be
one final player. I want to talk about one final player before we wrap up with Fuller Core. I feel like we maybe mentioned him a little bit, but I don't know if we went fully into him. But did we talk about Macklin Celebrini?
Oh no, we haven't yet.
On this team?
I started with him at the very start of the podcast, and we just never.
Yeah. So Celebrini gets named at, how old is he? 19 years old. Over Bedard. Man, what a year Celebrini's having too. A guy we both had in our top 6 on our preview rosters. He has earned it, man. Going to be so exciting to see Macklin play on this team, especially at the World Championships he had too. That's also another factor.
Yeah, he was on I forgot about this. He was on Crosby's line in that World Championship. And I saw the one clip. I'm gonna probably find it so we can use it for a couple clips or what. But Crosby just feeds Celebrini like up the ice, like the Parekh Iginla goal that was up the ice. The exact same thing.
I remember the goal.
Carbon copy. Sid finds Celebrini and has a breakaway and scores. No, he's unbelievable what this guy has done. And no slight on Bedard, but after the Bedard draft, we all people are talking about Celebrini, but he was gonna be no Bedard. That's what people were saying. And I'm not gonna say he surpassed. I mean, sure, he surpassed him a little bit. And just right now, I think there's still a good chance Bedard, because of the shot, can find it could be better. But man, this Celebrini is an unbelievable. He's just, the Sharks are not a good forward core at least. Their depth is not great, so he gets 20 minutes a night. If you want to just watch a fun team, just watch Macklin Celebrini and then Will Smith on his winger, and then you've got Eklund as well there. That's a fun watch. It's unbelievable what this guy has done as a 19-year-old. We haven't seen a 19-year-old rip it up since McDavid, or Matthews, I guess.
Probably. Yeah, someone like that. Yeah. Someone a big name like that. So Macklin Celebrini could be so exciting. We both see him more in like a top 6 role, maybe than the bottom 6. But I hope he gets minutes. I hope he's not like they're going to scratch him. I hope they don't scratch him or 13. So he's going to be so fun to watch. And he deserves it too, man. He is. He can do a bit of everything. He's so good. Two-way, fast,
like the fact that he's in
edges.
the Hart conversation. We haven't had a Hart conversation for a 19-year-old since Connor McDavid. And like the other, like he's really good, man. A day in and day out, consistent. 1 point, 3 points, hat trick, doesn't matter. He's putting up the numbers. So
he is going to be a definite watch Rather, if you put him on, he's going to play a winger for sure, not center probably. But if you put him on McDavid's wing or McKinnon's wing or screw it, Suzuki's wing, I think you can put him on Suzuki's wing. Mind you, those guys are both more like playmakers.
Yeah.
No, it won't. But
I think
it's going to be so interesting to see.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I agree. Because
McKinnon's more of a goal scorer, and then you have
Yeah.
maybe Reinhardt. I don't know if Marner won't be on the same line as him, but maybe it's Reinhardt Celebrini, because he's a goal scorer, and then you take your pick, McDavid or McKinnon. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch where they put him. Like it's fascinating. But yeah, any other players you want to talk about?
I do want to touch. I think we've said this on another pod too. 06 team, we all know Canada was knocked out in the quarterfinals. That team did not feature Sidney Crosby, who would have been their best player on the team at that point, and he was 19 years old. So I know I'm upset. I'm upset that they didn't take Schaefer or Bedard as well, but it's a good thing that they did take a 19-year-old or an 18, a teenager.
If they would have left all three off the
Bedard's
roster.
20, but if they would have left all three, there would be people like probably me who might be hoping they get bounced against Switzerland in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
But
all right.
Hey, I'm glad they finally, like, we didn't know, given some of the people running the show, there was a thought in my mind, at least, that they don't take any because they're stuck up losers. So
they do it though. They shift. They
did it.
They prove us wrong. So good
and
for them.
Frankly,
his numbers deserve it too.
He deserves it. Quite frankly, he is a top 6 player. You could argue he's the third best player on the team. You could argue that. So fourth best.
And you know what? I brought this up before when we were talking about the Olympics, but I think if Bedard and obviously Celebrini makes his team, but if Bedard, Celebrini, and Schaefer are all 25 years old doing the exact same thing they're doing right now, I think they all make the team.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I think
if they're all 25 years old, they make this team.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, I would agree.
Putting up the exact production they are right
experience,
now.
Yeah. Which I disagree. I think experience is stupid. And if you're listening to this far, you know that I think experience is stupid. But, yeah. Well, do you think out of the 3, who's the best? Is it Celebrini for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
As of right now, yeah, it is. But it could change. Like they're all just going up right now.
I mean, it's tough with Schaefer being a defenseman, but I think
to have that conversation, it is.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. But another thing, quickly, there's no Quebecers on this team.
I know, man. Who's the last one? Was it Patrice Bergeron? And then he's gone. So
I guess
Marc-Andre Fleury, I guess maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that speaks numbers or not. Like, you can think, there's not even many in the NHL. Alexis Lafreniere is first overall and just sucked.
Well,
I think Caleb Desnoyers will be pretty. Yeah,
I was about to say good, there's only one on the World Junior team, no?
Yeah, there was.
Caleb Desnoyers.
They'll have a couple next year.
I think he's the hope.
Yeah,
he's the only hope.
Yeah, but yeah, that's interesting because Quebec for a while. You would have thought they'd be a hockey province, but interesting stuff.
Yeah, we need another good goalie out of them. Come back, start producing more goalies. We need another one, man. Like we need another Patrick Roy or Martin Brodeur or Marc-Andre Fleury. Just give us one more. That's all we want. That's all we ask right now. So,
I think William Lassell is Quebec. He made my junior team at the very, very early.
Lucas Beckman is also from Quebec.
No, I don't even know what that is. Yes, William Lassell, Gatineau. So kind of not even Quebec.
He'll make the team next year. Lucas Beckman will make the team next year. Mark my words.
Done. I'm trying to think. Is there any other I don't know. I can't think of anybody else really. Quebecers. So interesting stuff. I think that's just very odd, but whatever. But you think about it now, there's not many in the NHL.
No,
I don't even know who the best. I couldn't tell you who the best Quebec player would be right now.
I don't know. It's a good question. Thomas Chabot.
Maybe. Because, like, you think, like, you have Lemieux, Bork, Dion. Like, all those guys are unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. All time.
I have that open.
Anthony Mantha, Alexi Lafreniere is second. Oh, Mantha could have made the team. You could make an argument for Mantha.
Jonathan Huberdeau.
Yeah, he's third.
Nah,
Cheers.
I would say actually, I think Thomas Chabot is the best. No bias as well, is the best player active in the NHL from Quebec.
Oh, do we want to do this?
I think he is.
I would make an argument for. I mean, I guess we're forgetting Chris Letang for a while. It was really good.
Oh yes, well yeah, he infamously. Yeah,
Chris Letang actually has more points than Thomas Chabot, if you think about it.
Because Chris Letang is also on the verge of retiring.
Yeah, he's not very good defensively, I'm pretty sure. So, I don't know. I think you know what? That honestly might not be a horrible take.
I think it's a fine take, yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't know Maverick Bork is from Quebec. He might pan into something, but he is already 23 years old. I think you might be honestly right. David Perron for a while, probably.
Hey, shout out David Perron. Claude Giroux.
Yeah. I think you could make an argument.
Claude Giroux is probably for a while, eh? Like his prime.
Yeah.
Is Claude Giroux from Quebec? Yeah, he is.
I don't know. You might be right, which is unfortunate. I can't really think of anyone. I mean, you could say Alexi Lafreniere. Alexi Lafreniere plays his role.
No, it plays his role.
Great third line, left winger. They screwed up his development, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, they did.
It should never have signed Artemi.
He should go to a new team.
He needs to a new team. It's unfortunate he signed a 7-year deal though. So what an idiot. He really obviously we don't know what he would have turned into, but first of all, you shouldn't have signed.
He's still young. He's still a young guy. Give him some time. He's
24.
He's still young.
24
years old. Oh no. No.
It's like 6 years though that are just gone.
True.
Like that Artemi Panarin deal was the worst deal in Rangers history. The fact that they just stupid lottery system in the COVID year, the fact that they just lucked themselves in the first overall pick, and then just screw it all up.
Yeah, a lot of good options there.
Very well. Yeah, I like the forward core. Sorry, we kind of got lost there. I like the forward core. I think they have got to be the favorite. But
I think. Especially after winning the Four Nations, I think that makes them the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Team USA also looks very good, very scary. They leave someone like Adam Fox off that team for crying out loud. I know he's not having a great year, but
yeah,
Adam Fox historically is a Norris-winning defenseman. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Cheers.
And players like Cole Caulfield. Do you think Cole Caulfield makes this team? Team Canada.
I think Bedard has more of the case than Caulfield does.
Okay.
Is that crazy to say?
No. As of right now, who is the better player?
I don't have stats right in front of me, but I know Connor Bedard was in the top 4 of scoring for the longest time.
True.
And a center.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Connor Bedard.
Okay, I would just I know Caulfield was somebody that didn't make the American team. People were like, why didn't he make the team? So I wanted to bring him up. So,
well, Caulfield's not the biggest snub on that team. It's Jason Robertson by a mile. Jason Robertson would be on the top line on this team.
Robertson. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, but
yeah,
I think there's something
slow,
to do with
man. He's too
USA.
slow.
Yeah, maybe some politics over there, some American politics.
Clearly.
No slander to the France legend, Jason Robertson, one of the greatest, one of my favorite Kings of France of all time. So
surprised Shane Wright isn't on this team, on our team.
All right. Okay.
All right. Do you think Shane Wright would? Actually, no. He's still in the NHL. Never mind. I was gonna say, do you think he'd make the Olympic team if he wasn't on? If there was no NHLers going, but then he's still like a third line.
He's in the NHL, pal. Yeah. All right, let's wrap up this forward core. It's Nick Suzuki, Sam Reinhart, Bo Horvat, Macklin Celebrini, Brayden Point, Nathan McKinnon, Brayden Hagel, Tom Wilson, Mark Stone, Brad Marchand, Anthony Cirelli, Sidney Crosby, Mitch Marner, Connor McDavid. Caleb, any final thoughts on the forward core? And on the team.
Thoughts on the forward core? So, like I said, best forward core in the tournament. If they're going to win, it's going to be the forward core. Time and time again. Forward core plus Cale Makar.
Probably. Yeah, Cale Makar too. Maybe Josh Morrissey. Don't sleep on Josh Morrissey. It's a very good front defenseman.
I think, they're going to win, and it's going to come down to the forward core. And right now, they on paper, they will do it. So I think it's going to come down to, assuming it's USA, and maybe if we play Sweden. I don't want to say Sweden's lower than USA. We went to OT with them, but it's going to come down to, can this forward core, will this forward core be able to win or be able to overcome a goalie who's goalieing them? You know what I mean? Someone that's standing on their head, which right now, obviously they will, like on paper they will, but
absolutely,
on the ice,
they should.
Will they be able to win a 2-1 game against Sweden or USA?
They should. I really think they should.
Because, listen.
But can they keep it that low scoring? So that's the question.
It's probably Connor Hellebuck for the States still.
I think so.
Jake Ottinger hasn't had the greatest start either. But they're good, man. Connor Hellebuck's really good. And if he chooses to stand on his head in a gold medal or semifinal game.
If he chooses.
Can they score? Can they find a way to score a couple crappy goals from the point that are tipped in?
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to find. The thing is, we're gonna find out more information about this team as the month goes on, because things aren't gonna come out. We'll see injuries. We'll see maybe someone else get named to the roster due to injuries as well. So it is a very exciting time for the Olympics team, and I'm sure we'll have a couple more podcasts about this team before the puck even drops in Italy. So lots of content as we're shifting from the World Juniors to a lot of the Olympics. So we're your place to podcast, short form, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram for everything about the Olympics. So drop us a follow. Remember, listen to the podcast 2 times a week right now on all your favorite podcast platforms.
We'll be back in the studio for the Monday episode.
We will, which is sick.
Yeah, about time.
Yeah, exactly. But tons of stuff coming out. Caleb, any final thoughts before we wrap up today?
Yeah, final thought. This team is still really good. I know I just bashed Jordan Bennington. I just was complaining about how Connor Bedard doesn't find a spot. Matthew Schaefer is better than half the D-core. This team on paper is still better than the States. It's better than Sweden. The only edge I'd give to those two teams is the goaltending, but we're not going back down that rabbit hole again.
No.
There's some things to disagree with, but in the end, they're still the better team. And if they do not win gold, it'll be a really close game, but it still will be an embarrassment.
Yeah, gold will be the expectation with this team.
This is the team that all these countries want to replicate in 20 years from now. Yeah,
it's also the team that they're trying to build a roster to beat.
Yes,
this is
right now.
This will be the standard. It's a very good pick roster. Both of our predictions were very closely resemblance of this.
And I was going to say also, we're going to have more podcasts, and I'm sure I'll repeat this, but let's not overreact when we beat Czechia and France, and I don't even know the other team in our pool. Don't overreact. They're crappy teams. Everyone's going to play a game or two. It's the quarterfinals that are going to be interesting. And it's not going to be a lock either. Come on. This team, the World Championship team, had Celebrini, McKinnon, and Crosby, and they lost to Denmark in the quarterfinals. Yep. So you can think, that Slovakia sucks. I don't know. Switzerland sucks compared to this team. But if a goalie stands on their head and Canada just can't find the back of the net, there's still a chance. And that's the same with the States. And we could all laugh at them. Same with Sweden. Finland. Finland's not that strong this year, but hey.
No, their D-core is not the best.
Yeah. But they had to take I can't remember his name, but there's somebody that's not from the NHL, which
yeah. That's fine though.
No, it's not.
fine.
It's
Take someone
fine.
from the
Like the
professional
guy
league over there.
I can't remember. He was playing the NHL for a while, but I can't remember who it is. And he's probably better than most of them. But I'm saying like there's not. They can't. It's hard to choose their decor because some of them just aren't substantial NHLers. They haven't had a long enough career. Some of them are in and out of the lineup. So unlike us, where we have every single guy is a regular on their NHL team. So
Yeah, and also they'll be missing their captain this year. So
Yes, true.
Barkov will not be on the team. So
that's true.
that is hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, are we done here?
We are. I've got nothing else. U18s are starting this Saturday. We'll have content coming out every day. Check out the Instagram. We'll be posting clips and graphics and stuff like that when we can. I know we've got stuff going on this next week, but whenever they're playing, we'll try our best to do as much as we can for that. And then we also podcast Monday. I don't know. We haven't discussed it yet, but my guess is if we still don't have a women's roster, but we've got to break down a women's roster sometime. If it's out by then, we'll probably do that. If not, we'll probably touch on the 18Us, talk about some players.
I just saw someone from the 18Us.
Yeah.
Just saw some from the 18Us. They are up 8-0 in the second period in a pre-tournament game against Finland.
There you go. So
after the second period, 8-0.
If the women's roster doesn't come out, we'll probably touch on that. They played their first game on Saturday, so we'll get around to it. But
fun stuff.
Lots of stuff going on.
Yes. So that will do it for this episode of the True North Ice podcast. Remember, check us out on all of your favorite social medias, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We're doing a bunch of short form on there, so you want to keep up to date on your favorite podcast clips. And of course, the TNI podcast comes out twice a week on all your favorite podcast platforms. It's just True North Ice, and you'll find our two beautiful faces or our voices to listen to everything Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. That does it. I've been Jacob Ewing. He's been Caleb Snyder. We've been the True North Ice podcast, and we'll see you very soon.